Welcome along to Novi Sad, Serbia. It's game day 6 of the 2019 FIBA World Cup qualifying campaign, and top spot is on the line in this Group G mega matchup. Second place Serbia welcome group leaders Germany. A very warm welcome from me, Tim Long, to the second largest city in this basketball mad country. We've absolutely saved the best for last for you in this group. And earlier today, we'll see, in fact, a big win for Georgia over Austria. This is a look at the results on Friday. Doesn't have that updated result for you today, in which Georgia won by 25 against Austria in Kiev. That sees them finish third. Austria were already eliminated anyway, so Georgia finishing with 2 wins. Austria finishing without a win. These two teams separated by just 5 points in Frankfurt on game day 3, and now they go toe-to-toe again in Serbia. A German road win sees them finish top. A Serbian win by 6 points or more would see them leapfrog today's opponents into pole position. And do remember that the records from this first stage of qualifying carry through to the second stage, which begins later this year, with windows in September, November, and then February 2019. This is the end of the third qualifying window in the first round of qualifiers in the new FIBA international calendar. 80 different countries have been competing to become one of the 32 that will go to the World Cup in China next year. We're very close to completing the process of narrowing that field down to 60 teams. It is the biggest centrally controlled basketball project ever. 88 games taking place right across the planet in this window. And this evening, we focus on one of the biggest basketball nations on the planet as Serbia host Germany. Germany a perfect 5-0 so far, starting with a 9-point win over Georgia on home soil, before a huge 41-point win on the road at neighbours Austria. In the second window, they recorded a sensational 79-74 victory over tonight's opponents in Frankfurt, before winning by 10 in Georgia. And then on Friday, they beat Austria by 22 in Braunschweig, 85-63. The German players introduced on court here in Novi Sad. And here come the Serbians, 4-1 so far, with their only defeat coming against Germany as I've said, on game day 3. Before that, they'd beaten Austria by 21 and Georgia by 18 in Belgrade. Since then, they've beaten Austria on the road by just a single point and Georgia by 37 points in Tbilisi on Friday, 50-87, as we've seen. So many stars on this Serbian roster, and such a different roster, of course, to the one that took on Germany on German soil in the second window. You really can't read too much into that result. There's a new set of players with several added to the German roster as well. A star-studded lineup for this final matchup in the first round of qualifying. Boy, do they love basketball here in Serbia, and boy, are they ready for this. And let's hope we get the same kind of excitement we got on game day 3.
Molim vas da ostanete da stojite dok se intonira himna Srbije. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Serbia.
We're at the home of the 2-time world champions and 3-time European champions Serbia, as they look to end the 100% record of Germany in qualifying for next year's FIBA World Cup in China. Germany have scored 80 points or more to win each of their 5 games so far. They put their 100% record on the line in Novi Sad tonight. Serbia will look to demonstrate their strength in depth once more. They've won every game when their bench has outscored the opposition's bench. Their only defeat so far coming against the Germans. But of course, very different rosters for this one. A look at the German roster first. Dennis Schroeder, their main guy, 25 points, 4 assists and 2 steals in his qualifiers debut on Friday. Johannes Thiemann, another young talent, 10.3 points and 6 rebounds per game across 3 qualifiers. Robin Benzing has been their leading scorer in this qualifying campaign with a superb 15.8 points per game average. Look at the starting 5. Voigtman, a key player as well. Tada, Benzing, Schroeder and Bartel get the start. Serbia without the likes of superstar Bogdan Bogdanovic, playmaker Milos Teodosic and rebounding ace Nemanja Bjelica, but still an incredibly strong roster for this window. A number of impressive qualifying debuts on Friday. Dragan Milosavljevic had 15 points, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Vasilija Micic had 11.7 rebounds, 5 assists and 5 steals. And Boban Marjanovic, the 2 m centre, had 13 points, 6 boards and a steal in just 19 minutes. Jelavac, Milosavljevic, Milutinov, Todorovic and Micic get the starts for Serbia. Todorovic has averaged 12 points, 3.8 boards, 2.3 assists, 1.5 steals per game in 22 minutes per game so far. He's been their main man who's played through all of the qualifiers. Germany led by Henrik Rudel, a man who spent his entire professional playing career with one club, Alba Berlin, winning 7 German titles and 4 German Cups before having his number retired by the club. And Sasha Djordjevic, coach of the Serbian national team since 2013, guiding them to silver medals at the 2014 World Cup, the 2016 Rio Olympics and last year's Eurobasket. And he's got a connection with Germany as well. He was sacked in March after 2 years as Bayern Munich coach, despite guiding them to the Euro Cup semi-finals and putting them top of the German Bundesliga with a 23-2 record. Serbia adding the likes of Marjanovic, Milosavljevic, Micic, Milutinov, Avramovic and Dobric for this window. Talent that demonstrates why only the USA, Spain and France placed higher in the FIBA World Rankings. This is without doubt a mega matchup on game day 6. Serbia ranked 4th in the world, Germany ranked 22nd. Top spot in Group G on the line for 2 nations that will continue to chisel their path to China in September. Impressive in the first stage of qualifiers. Both are set to go on to stage 2, but which country will advance as group winners? The emerging power of Germany looking to take a 100% record into the next round. The traditional power of Serbia looking to put that 5-game win streak to the sword and send both teams through with 5-1 records. Two nations, 2 teams who really have performed despite such changes on both rosters. And now in this summer window, the big boys take to the basketball court. The drive in towards the baseline, the reverse layup wouldn't quite fall straight away from Todorovic. First offensive possession for the Germans, who hear the jeers already from this Serbian crowd. Karsten Tada, the Oldenburg player, he's played 16 minutes per game so far in these qualifiers, gets the start. You don't really notice his impact on the box score. Todorovic with the first foul in this one. Here is Tada again, the 29-year-old. Here's Schroeder, the German superstar, knocked away and beyond the baseline. 25 points on his qualifying debut. Dennis Schroeder, the Atlanta Hawks player, only 24 years of age. He was 6 of 14 from the field on Friday, 11 of 12 from the foul line. Schroeder to inbound. Johannes Voigtman. Voigtman, well contested on the turnaround fadeaway jumper. Good one-on-one defense from Serbia that time. Jelavic trying to hang it in, and the whistle before the dunk. First foul on Germany. As it went in towards another impressive young Serbian talent, Nikola Milutinov, who's just 23 years of age, the 2'13" centre. There's a foul as they try and get it inbounded, Serbia. Two in quick succession on Germany, this one on Tada. Mitsic from the sideline now, getting it in. Milutinov to hand it off. He'll look to set the screen in the high post. Around it goes Todorovic all the way to the hole, getting contact along the way. And he'll have a chance to score the first points of this ball game from the foul line. Dejan Todorovic, 13.5 points per game in the Euro Cup this season with Bilbao. 12 points per game so far in this qualifying campaign. He shot the ball exceptionally. 75% from two-point range and 38% from downtown. He had 24 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds and 3 steals in a huge performance against Georgia on Friday when he was 10 of 13 from the field. No mistake from the foul line early on in this one. A turnover from Germany. Mitsic fires it inside. Little turnaround, hook shot will drop, and Serbia have scored the first 4 points. Milutinov showing his quality inside after Serbia showed their tenacity and Germany showed a bit of sloppiness. Voigtman to Schroeder for the three-pointer, off the mark. They'll scramble across to try and recover. Bartel avoiding all of his teammates. And Mitsic on the drive, hands it off on the perimeter. Three-point shot from Stefan Jelavic, and the Serbian surge continues. They've scored the first 7 points. Tada back to Bartel, on to Voigtman. Now Benzing, leading scorer for Germany in qualification, trying to pivot, trying to create some room. Shot clock winding down. Schroeder dancing through the defense, but missing after doing the hard part. Vasilija Mitsic turns around, fires a three. Too long, rebound reeled in by Voigtman. Quickly released down the floor by Schroeder. Benzing hanging and getting contact, not quite hitting, so he'll have to earn the first points of this one for Germany from the stripe.
Personal foul number 22,
No problem for Robin Benzing, who's been shooting 54% inside and 43% from downtown over this qualification campaign. 100% from the line on that trip. Todorovic. Serbia by 5, looking to stretch the lead back to 7 on the aggressive back down play inside of Jelavic, but it's swatted against the backboard on the rebound. Tada waiting for Benzing on the trail to knock down the three. Arrived in the open spot on the perimeter, and Benzing has all 5 of Germany's points. Jelavic getting contact, and Germany picking up foul number 3 inside of 3 minutes. Todorovic. Mitsic. Micic prodding and probing on the perimeter, trapped by three. There must be a free player. Todorovic attacking the closeout. Jelavic taking on the three and getting hit, and he will go to the line for 3 foul shots. Jelavic has averaged 18.4 points and 7.6 rebounds in the Europe Cup this season with Nizhny Novgorod. He's been a key player over 3 previous qualifying appearances in this campaign for Serbia, 12 points and 3 rebounds per game. Another who shot the ball well, 50% inside and 38% from long range. Serbia by 4, if it's 4 out of 5 from the stripe. Benzing has got all 5 for Germany. Looking to attack again. This is Danilo Bartel for 3. Got it. Germany back within touching distance. The Bayern Munich man drilling one against a team coached by his former coach, Sasha Djordjevic. They'll try and respond with a 3 of their own, Serbia, and they do. Dragan Milosavljevic from the outside. Serbia by 4 again. Milosavljevic hits his first shot, and then Schroeder turns it over. Serbia have a 3-on-2 here. Hung high and stuffed down. A moment of Milutinov magic in Serbia as he reaches high above the rim. Serbia by 6 and in style force another turnover. Jelavic this time gives it right back to Germany. Bartel fires the pass inside. The baby hook drops for Voigtman. First score for Johannes Voigtman. Germany back within 4. An enthralling opening 4.5 minutes in this one. Micic, the crossovers, and then the burst to the basket, kicks it back out. Milosavljevic, who's hit a 3 already, calls for a screen from Milutinov. He puts it up from the foul line, rebound grabbed by Benzing. And here's Dennis Schroeder. He struggled a little bit early on. Back to Bartel. Tada free in the corner. Bartel doesn't take that option. Schroeder, 0 of 2 from the field so far. Touch pass to Tada. This time, Germany back within 1. Beautiful ball movement. Great patience on the perimeter. And Tada just waited for his moment. 3 of 4 from the outside of Germany, with 5 of 7 from downtown in the game altogether. Long range 2 off the mark from Micic. Offensive rebound Serbia though. Micic driving in, taking on everybody. And Jelavic picking up the pieces on the backboard. 7 early points for the number 6 for Serbia. Benzing looking to go one-on-one with Todorovic here. Edge of the paint, fizzes one out to Voigtman. Here's Bartel, one-on-one inside, twisting and turning in the paint and getting stuck to like glue by Milutinov, who's coming up with huge plays at both ends of the floor. Milosavljevic. Bounce pass into Milutinov. Can he finish it on the offensive end? Yes, he can. The 7-foot centre doing the damage to Germany early on. Schroeder, left-hand dribble drive, got contact as he looked to make his path into the paint. Foul on Milosavljevic. Milutinov 6 points, 3 of 3 from the field, an assist and a block. The offensive player of the game and the defensive player of the game so far in this first quarter. Deep inbound pass from Schroeder to Mike Zerbez, who's in for the first time. Benzing to Schroeder, who fires the 3 and gets it and gets up and running after missing his first 2 shots. The NBA player gets Germany within 2. Bypassed in the centre to the far side. Three-point shot to try and answer back. Off the mark, and even the 7'3", 2'22" centre Marjanovic couldn't reach it for the rebound. Boban in for the first time. Another NBA player plying his trade last season with the LA Clippers. It is still Serbian ball. Simonovic in for the first time as well. Here's Marjanovic. Micic fakes the pass, then goes on the bounce towards Marjanovic. It's tipped away by Germany. 2.6 remaining on the shot clock. An incredibly enjoyable opening 7 minutes in Serbia. The home team lead by 2. They have to think quickly off this inbound though. And instead they turn it over to Niels Giffey. Giffey trying to hang one up high off the window, wanted a foul, doesn't get it, but the play goes on with Germany still in possession. Schroeder, left hand all the way through, flips it up and in with the foul. Dennis Schroeder with the nifty footwork and then with the underarm layup. After a slow start, Dennis Schroeder has exploded into life. 5 quick-fire points and a chance to add 1 more from the foul line. A young man who averaged 23.7 points per game at last year's Eurobasket. Only Russia's Alexei Shved averaged more. Schroeder short. And fails to complete the three-point play. 18-18, nothing to separate these two over the first 7 and a bit minutes. Here's a look at that Serbian fast break. Micic hanging it high for Milutinov. Stefan Penno. Simonovic. And a whistle for some contact away from the ball handler. It's a foul by the looks of it on Marjanovic. In fact, it's on Zerbes. I beg your pardon for tangling with Marjanovic underneath. 2.5 minutes to play in the first. And Germany at the foul limit, so Boban Marjanovic gets to the strike. 5.9 points, 4.4 rebounds per game in just 8 minutes per game with the Clippers last season. He shoots 55% from the field in the NBA. He had 13.6 boards of steel in his qualifying debut on Friday in 19 minutes for Serbia. He was 4 of 4 from the foul line in that one, and he makes no mistake from the foul line here. Serbia ahead by 2. Schroeder. Zerbes trying to run interference for Schroeder as he pulls up from the elbow, misses. Marjanovic grabs the rebound. Penno. 2 minutes and change remaining in the first as it goes across to Simonovic on the far side. Milosavljevic, and again contact involving Marjanovic and Zerbes away from the ball, and this time the foul is the other way. Mike Zerbes, 2'7", with the responsibility of handling that man Marjanovic, 2'22". He towers over the top of just about everybody. That time the offensive foul called, and Serbia turn it over. Schroeder. Gets it back from Zerbes on the perimeter. Zerbes creating some room for Schroeder to shoot again. Zerbes can't reach the rebound. And here comes Penno looking to orchestrate some transition offense. Moved around to this near side, and way off the mark was Milosavljevic. It was a decent look for the Unicaja Malaga player. Niels Giffey gets a good look for Germany and misses. And this one has been so tight, but Serbia maintaining their lead. Germany are yet to get ahead. Largest lead for Serbia has been 7. Simonovic goes down away from the ball. Fired over the top by Jelavic. Big time offensive rebound and stuff from Boban Marjanovic. That's what they came to see. And Marjanovic monster jam. Serbia by 4. Zerbez looking to take on Marjanovic on the inside. Double team comes across from Peno and he's called for a double dribble and turns it over. Such an intimidating presence, Boban Marjanovic, on both offense and defense. Such a big body in the lane to attack. Zerbez disrupted by the presence of Peno as well, turns it over. Final minute of the first. Peno, one of a few players on this court that plays for Alba Berlin, another Serbian with a German connection. Marjanovic looking to attack Zerbez and draws the contact, and he's really got the bit between his teeth right now, has Boban. Zerbez called for his second foul. 4.5 second differential between shot and game clock at the end of the first quarter. Germany already, in fact, over the foul limit, so back at the line is Marjanovic. 4 of 4 on Friday, 3 of 3 from the stripe so far in this first quarter. He misses that one though. 5 points, a couple of rebounds in just 3 minutes on court. Serbia by 5. There's the three-pointer that lands right on the money from Ismet Akpinar. Just a 2-point game. Shot clock turned off at the end of the first. Peno. Marjanovic rolling inside. Peno twisting and turning, showing some nifty footwork, but missing. And that will do it for an enthralling first quarter between two of Europe's big hitters. Serbia with the edge, but only by 2 points, have led by as many as 7. At the end of the first, it's Serbia 23, Germany 21. This one has not disappointed by any stretch just yet. Full of quality and drama, the opening 10 minutes. Indeed, the second phase of qualifying beginning in September. Both of these two will be there. The records carry through, though, to that second stage, and both want to finish the first stage with a victory. Germany want to finish it undefeated. This is as big a test as they will get in this first stage of qualifying. Serbia racing out to a 7-0 lead. Jelavic scoring big, 7 points in the first quarter. 4 rebounds and a steal as well for the number 6. Germany coming back with Robin Benzing scoring their first 5 points. Schroeder struggling from the start. Mitsic getting one right on the money for the big man Milutinov. Lovely touch pass to Tanner to knock down that 3 for Germany, who are 5 of 7 from downtown despite going just 2 of 8 inside. And what about this big dunk from Marjanovic? We just miss it on the highlights there, but a huge offensive rebound and finish from the monster Marjanovic. He's got 5 points. Milutinov, the other big Serbian centre, has 6. Serbia doing their damage on the inside, Germany doing their damage from downtown. Serbia with the 2-point edge at the start of the second quarter. Akpinar, who hit a big three towards the end of that first period. Thought about taking on another one, instead gives it to Kleber, who's in for the first time. Here's Giffey. Giffey pulls up on the elbow, misses that one. Can't get it off the hop. Marjanovic, another rebound. Penno. Milosavljevic. Behind the back dribble. Goes through the paint, misses the shot. Wanted a foul, doesn't get it. Here's Doret in for the first time. Zerbez doesn't have much company from any teammates in the paint. He misses, and Marjanovic grabs another rebound. 4 rebounds as well as 5 points in just over 4 minutes on court. Penno back to Jelavac for 3. Serbia shooting the ball so well on the outside too. And Jelavac up to 10 points to lead all scorers. He's 2 of 2 from the outside. Doret, Giffey across to this near side. Kleber will try and answer back, misses but grabs his own rebound. And there's a foul in the first of the second quarter. He's brought his A game so far, 10 points in 10.5 minutes. Jelavac, 2 of 2 from downtown, 3 of 5 from the field altogether. Zerbez hands it off on the perimeter to Giffey. And again, there's a foul. 2 on Serbia in the space of just a few seconds. This one on Simonovic. Akpinar trying to squeeze it to the corner and putting his body on the line to win it back for Serbia was Vasilija Micic. Todorovic. Marjanovic wants it against Zerbez. Comes to retrieve it, edge of the paint, hands it back to Todorovic, who edges down the baseline and gets contact and will go to the line. Really energetic in his 8 minutes on court so far, Dejan Todorovic. His only points so far have come from the foul line. He has missed both of his field goal attempts, but he's been right at the heart of Serbia's offense when he has been on the court. This is the second. The score, by the way, I believe is Serbia 27, Germany 21. We're trying to get that sorted for you at the bottom of your picture. Serbia by 6. Doret, Kleber, Akpinar. Shot clock winding down on him. He lines up another 3 over the top of the rim this time. And out of bounds for a Serbian possession. Germany to call a timeout. A couple of minutes into the second quarter, trailing by 6 points.
Physisch ist alles okay, aber wir müssen jetzt unseren Plan bei solchen Sachen ausfüllen. Attackier, Mann! Auf was wartest du? Der kann dich im Leben nicht decken, da steht ein Boban vor dir. Und schießt ihm ins Gesicht oder geh an ihm vorbei. Einmal hin. Ey, wir spielen mit Mut, let's go, ey! Komm mal rein jetzt ins Spiel, weiter, let's go! 2-0!
Aggression on offense, a big decisive factor in this one so far. Serbia have only hit one more field goal than Germany. They're both shooting around the same percentage, but Serbia have got to the line to hit 8 of 11 foul shots. Germany have only taken 3 and hit 2. Micic. 27-21, the correct score. Micic gets it back from Simonovic. Micic getting all the way through, kicks it to the corner. Todorovic drives down the baseline. There's some of that aggression again, but he's blocked off on his route to the rim that time. Yoshiko Zaibu is in for the first time for Germany, the number 1. Akpinar. Moved on by Voigtman. Here's Giffey. Giffey into the lane, kicks it back out. No space on the perimeter though, and here comes Ognjen Dobric for the first time in the game. Micic, another high pass. Marjanovic, another dunk. Hardly even has to elevate. 7 points for the huge Serbian centre. Largest lead so far for Serbia. Zaibu getting caught underneath the basket, couldn't find a way out. Serbia surging forward again, losing it though. On the dribble was Micic, a rare error from him, and it should be a rare easy score for Germany. Serbia calling a timeout. Germany cutting the lead down to 6 off the Micic turnover. Zaibu taking full advantage. Serbia 29, Germany 23.
Jeste trčimo. Ali ajmo smirimo malo. Okej, Mile, Sima. Da. Samo minut, da vidimo šta će odurade. Sa Maksijem. Maksim, ovo Voigtman, ti ovaj drugi. Ko dodaje, promenit ću. Ti Kleber. Ne, nek oni da Kleber ako su Kleber i Voigtman. Ti s Voigtmanom. Odlično ovo bilo. Hoću samo da igrate rogove. Rogovi. Rolaj Bobane. Mile, otvori, na stranu, head off, bit će neki switch. Nije ovo, ideš, rolaj Mile. Idemo, unutra i unutra, da, unutra. Idemo loptu unutra. Ajmo probu, ej, imamo faul,
We had a brief look at the shooting percentages in that timeout, and the two big Serbian centres, Milutinov and Marjanovic, key to that 40% shooting inside for Serbia. They've combined for 13 of Serbia's 29 points so far. Germany only shooting 27% inside, 3 of 11. But they've been able to stay in touch thanks to their outside shooting. They've hit 5 of 9 from deep. Milutinov is back in, along with Marjanovic. Those two big centres on the court for Serbia. Driving to try and throw down one himself was the playmaker Micic, but a foul before the shot on Zaibu. This really is a sneak peek of what it's going to be like in terms of the quality on court at next year's World Cup in China. Two teams you would expect to be there. Micic looking for Marjanovic on the inbound pass. He's up against Voigtman this time. Marjanovic, beautiful spin move towards the baseline and perfect trajectory on the shot. 9 points for Marjanovic here in the first half. Voigtman. Schroeder kicking it back out. Voigtman, who's a decent long-range shooter, misses that one. Was wide open. Big rebound, Milutinov. The Serbian centres continue to dominate. Marjanovic calling for it again. Schroeder reading the pass and tipping it out of bounds. Serbia by 8, ties their largest lead so far. A chance to open up the first double-digit lead. Micic. Milosavljevic into Marjanovic, who's up against Voigtman. Backing him down, using his power, using his footwork. A beautiful pirouette on the edge of the paint. Marjanovic taking on everybody in his path. 11 points. Schroeder to Kleber. Kleber firing the 3 and hitting a big shot for Germany, who'd for a few seconds been down by the first double-digit margin. Maximilian Kleber, another NBA player with the Dallas Mavericks, his first score. Marjanovic moving out of the center and leaving a pocket for Milutinov to try and receive the ball in. It was an ambitious pass towards him as he was holding off his defender. Tight and tenacious from Maximilian Kleber. Just across the midway point of the second quarter, Serbia by 7. Micic to inbound, has 4 assists so far, more than anybody else in the game. Jelovac tipped back out by Marjanovic. He'll come out to try and set the screen. Milosavljevic putting the spin moves on Schroeder and getting it to drop. The circus shot from Milosavljevic, who put Schroeder in the spin cycle and then produced a moment of magic. Germany wanting a travel. Serbia wanting a highlight reel play. They've called it neither. Micic firing it on, Milutinov putting it down. They continue their dominance inside. Eight now for Milutinov. Tiemann moving it forward. Serbia by 9. Kick back out to Tiemann via Bartel, and Tiemann hits a big shot. Germany just looking to stay in touch before the halftime interval. Micic pulls up for 3. Won't go. Big offensive rebound. Dropped though by Milosavljevic. Schroeder emerges with the ball. Danilo Bartel backing in, taking on 2, taking on 3, and in the end called for a travel as he got trapped in the paint and was looking for options on the perimeter. Germany have more than double the turnovers of Serbia so far. 9-4. There's a foul on Saibu. And Germany have hit the foul limit with 3.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. Saibu's second. It's a blow for them. Any foul from their defense will send the Serbian offense to the foul line. And the first benefactor of that is Vasilija Micic. He's not scored a point yet, Micic, but he has dished 5 assists. He's still not scored a point. He's 0 of 4 from the field and 0 of 2 from the line. Schroeder to Voigtman. Bartel looking to set a screen. Tiemann hands it off. Schroeder looks to attack. Shot clock down to 6 as he looks to float one up from the foul line. And a disappointed Milosavljevic called for the foul. Only the third foul on Serbia. Schroeder to the line to try and add to his 5 points. 5 points that all came in one scoring burst back in the first quarter. He's only 2 of 6 from the field and he's missed his only free throw so far. Puts that statistic to bed. Both good for Schroeder. Germany back within 5, have been down by as many as 10. 3 minutes and change remaining in the first half. Micic. A foul drawn by Jelovic. And again, Serbia are going to the stripe. Second on Bartel. No German players yet on 3 fouls, but there are a group of 5 on 2. Only 2 Serbians on 2 fouls, Milosavljevic and Todorovic. Jelovic hitting the first, missing the second, 11 points now. Schroeder pulls up for the 3, misses it. Jelovic the rebound. That's his 5th. Simonovic. And Jelovic, and then a foul inside is on the offensive player, Nikola Milutinov. Just the 5th turnover for Serbia. In fact, it's there, the push from Stevan Jelovic. That's a big grit of the teeth. Schroeder. Schroeder on the move, Akpinar finds it. Kleber setting the pick and roll, getting inside quickly and finishing over the top of Simonovic. 5 points for Kleber. Peno, 2.5 to play in the first half. He gets it back from Jelovic. Milutinov setting the high screen, moving back inside. Micic now, shot clock down to 6. Micic finds the bounce pass to Milutinov, and an unsportsmanlike foul called against Tiemann. This will be foul shots and possession for Serbia as Tiemann just wraps up Milutinov. Such is the concern from the Germany defense for the huge physical inside presence of Serbia. They just haven't been able to deal with Milutinov and Marjanovic. Those two centres have combined for 21 points out of Serbia's 38. Jelovic has another 11 of that team tally. The bigs of Serbia coming up with the goods in the big game. Micic. Milutinov moving into the centre again. Micic walking a tightrope on the baseline, kicks it back out. 3-pointer good. Serbia hitting Germany from all angles. Peno's first. Serbia up by 9 again. Schroeder directing traffic from deep. It's been a struggle for him so far though. Shot clock down to 6. Clever looking to run interference. There's the quick crossover, the kick to the corner. Akpinar dances to the edge of the paint, misses the floater. And Serbia emerge with the ball and a chance to make it a double-digit lead again. Approaching the final minute of the first half, Micic. And an offensive foul against Serbia as they turn it over. It takes them to the foul limit, but the offensive foul will not send the other team to the stripe. Only fouls by the defense result in free throws. Schroeder. Clever. The two NBA players combining. There's Benzing missing, and the rebound Micic. Turns around quickly and looks for options downfield, but Germany were back quickly in transition. Micic clings onto it. Works in the final 12 seconds, 10 seconds now of the shot clock. Micic again. He'll have to work in the final 5. Micic left hand, dribble, drive, hangs in the lane. Can he get the bounce? No, nor can they get the tip. They do get the rebound though. A fresh 14 for Micic. Micic on the right this time. Pirouette edge of the paint, back to Jelovac, guarded by Thiemann. They have to put it up. And in the end it'll be a shot clock violation. What a great piece of team defense from Germany. 15.3 seconds remaining in the half. Germany with the opportunity to go in with a bit more hope, closing the gap. Down by 9, they call a timeout to try and orchestrate this offense.
7 tenths of a set more, okay? It's not a big deal, but I will inform you at the end of the timeout.
Wir laufen 55. Ja, wir laufen 55. 10 ist klar, ja? 2-1, kriegst den Ball. Dennis kriegt den Ball hier oben, er sagt 55. JT, du läufst den Ball. Ich will, dass du in die Ecke läufst. Du läufst in der Ecke. Robin stellt den Block und du poppst. Okay? Let's go. Du bist hier. Ja, du musst in die Ecke kommen. Ey, gut executen, fellas. Deutschland. Let's go.
It's been a really accomplished first half performance from Serbia so far, leading Germany, undefeated Germany, by 9 points. Germany with one more chance to retaliate before the main break. (41-32) as we come back off the timeout. Germany have been held to just 11 points in this second quarter. Serbia winning the first 23-21. They're ahead 18-11 here in the second. We've got a bit of a pause in getting the action resumed. It should be 14 seconds. They've changed it to 16. 16 seconds remaining. It's not correct at the bottom of your picture there. Now it is. Schroeder. Plenty of movement ahead of him. It's Benzing for 3. Got it! In the final 3 seconds of the first half to close the gap to 6. Robin Benzing taking his tally to 8 points, and now it's Serbia who call the timeout.
Ne, Peno izvedi loptu. Boban unutra. Boban unutra. Sima i Vasa ovde. Boban i Mile. Mile unutra su. Mile unutra. Mile i Boban. Vidite, jedan protiv drugoga. I ubaci loptu. Ubaci loptu. Ej, baci loptu. Kako je uvati neko. Kako je uvati neko. Masu ovde. Pasi svima. Pasi svima. Hoću loptu preko. Da je primite ovdje. Znači gađaš na penal jednog od njih. Kako je primi na penal? Sa ove druge strane idemo. Hoćeš ti ja na penal. Hoćeš ja na penal. Najbolje. Ali napravite.
Not much to pick between these two heavyweights. Serbia by 6 with just a few seconds remaining in the first half. They have the chance to add to their lead before the walk to the locker room. Huge inbound pass all the way up to Milutinov and Marjanovic. And that will do it for the first half. That was simple enough, the plan, in the final few seconds. But it's perhaps the one time that Milutinov and Marjanovic haven't been able to grab a high pass. The two Serbian centres dominant, both scoring in double figures in the first half. So too the other big man, Milosavljevic, or Jelavac rather. And Serbia lead Germany by 6 at the break, 41-35. The Serbians have hit just one more field goal than Germany, 13-12. Although they have got an extra 7 points from the foul line, getting there to make 11 out of 17 attempts. They've grabbed a few extra offensive and defensive rebounds as well. 3 more assists, 2 more steals. And 1 fewer turnovers. A big block from Milutinov. One of the plays of the first half. And what a first half it was. Serbia have led for the entirety, but never by too much. The largest lead was 10 points. It's a 6-point gap at the break. Micic pulling the strings. Jelavac, Milutinov and Marjanovic knocking down the shots. Those 3 in double figures for Serbia. Germany led by the 8 points of Robin Benzing, who had a big 3 towards the end of the half. Micic with 7 first half assists, including that one high above the rim for Milutinov to stuff down. Tada knocking down a 3 for Germany. They are 7 of 14 from the outside for 50% from long range. Serbia doing most of their damage on the inside. Marjanovic, as part of his 11 points, is 4 of 4 from the field. Jelavac has had a bit of range as part of his 3 of 5 shooting performance. 6 rebounds for him as well. And Milutinov is 4 of 4 from the field as well. Another high lob pass from Micic, one of those 7 assists. He's got 4 steals as well, although Micic 0 of 6 from the field is yet to score a point. Marjanovic with 4 rebounds, along with his 11 points in just 9 minutes on court in that first half. And it's at that centre position where Serbia have really stood out. And they've got Micic sewing it all up. The 3 big men combining for 32 of Serbia's 41 points in the first half. They lead Germany by 6, 41-35. Do join us for the second half in Novi Sad in around 10 minutes' time. You won't want to miss it.
Dobro, i ajmo sada može polaganje, ok, može lopta, idemo sada minutinom, posle Bogdana Marjanovića, kako se zoveš? Ajmo palo za naču, prvo trojka, pa dvojka, ako treba imat ćemo i baraž. I ajde sad za jedan, neko polaganje, kucanje, ulaz, 1-1, dobro. I sada Todorović, kako se zoveš? Ajmo Mateja, ako pobediš ili 3-2 pobedit ćeš. Ajmo nešto za 2, ajmo pauzu za Mateju. Ništa. Dobro, ajmo do bacanja. Ajmo sad obrnuti vreme, po jedno bacanje, važi. Idemo, da dobijemo pobednika. Ajmo. Ništa. Sljedeći takmičar. Pa šta je to, momci? O čemu se radi? Dobro, možda vam smeta ovih 10.000 ljudi, bravo! Boban Marjanović, Vanja Ljubar, kako? Ajmo po nagrade. Ovo je nevjerovatno. Naših reprezentativaca, to još nismo imali, a dragi Novosađani, 8. jula, 3x3 turnir u okviru roka državnog šampionata, najbolji basket se igra ne na svetu, ne u Evropi, već samo u Srbiji, a pogotovo u Novom Sadu. Roda, ponosni sponsor Košarkaškog saveza Srbije. Za sve vas koji niste 4 dana bili na trgu u Novom Sadu i družili se sa našim generalnim sponsorima, ponosnim sponsorima i prijateljima Košarkaškog saveza, to su Roda majice. Ove nisu potpisane, ali nema veze. Možete da igrate basket, malo se pračkamo sa vama. Opa, idemo malo iz puške, malo iz pračke. Veliki broj nagrada, udvorani sprint za vreme ove utakmice.
Welcome back to Novi Sad, Serbia, where Serbia lead Germany by 6 points at the half, 41-35, with 3 players scoring in double figures already over the first 20 minutes. Boban Marjanovic has 11 points off 4 of 4 shooting. Stevan Jelovac has 11 points off 3 of 5 shooting. And Nikola Milutinov, 10 points, a perfect 4 of 4 so far. We know that these two will be going through to the second stage of qualifiers, which begin in the 4th international window in the new FIBA calendar in September. We know also that Georgia from this Group G will be joining them. And still to be decided who will finish top, and of course the final records that these two will take into the next stage. Georgia will go in to that next stage, the 16 group, with just 2 wins and 4 defeats. Germany 5-0 so far, Serbia 4-1 so far. And they will merge with the 3 teams that go through from Group H. We know that Greece will be there, another one of the teams with a perfect record so far. It's likely to be Israel and Estonia. Great Britain still hoping to sneak into the mix. So far, Serbia showing that they have the quality to end that 100% German record. Remember, they have to win by 6 points or more to win the group, because they lost by 5 in the reverse meeting in Frankfurt on game day 3. They are leading by 6 points here, so it would be enough just about to leapfrog Germany to the top of the pile in the group, but there's a long, long way to go in this one. Israel currently up 26-21 over Great Britain in that other group. In Group E, Belgium have 5 ahead of Bosnia, 30-25. And what a window it's been. We're very close to completing the field of 60 teams out of the 80 that started this process. The 60 teams that will compete in the second qualifying window. 32 will go to the World Cup in China next year. 31 qualifying teams plus the host China will be there. And these two both certainly looking to be there. Both may even feel, Serbia in particular, like they can go the distance and win it. Serbia, 2-time world champions, playing as Yugoslavia in Greece in 1998 and the USA in 2002. They were silver medalists in Spain 4 years ago, losing to the USA in the final. Germany have made 5 appearances at the FIBA World Cup, claiming bronze back in 2002 behind a tournament MVP performance from Dirk Nowitzki. They were 8th in 2006, 17th in 2010, and then didn't qualify for Spain 2014. So they're desperate just to be back on the big stage. Micic called for the travel, turns it over at the start of the second half. Germany looking to close the gap bit. They're led by the 8 points of Robin Benzing, 7 from Dennis Schroeder, but they've come from 7 field goal attempts. Here is Schroeder looking to get in towards the baseline and gets fouled on his route to the rim by Micic.
Personal foul, number 22,
That's the second on Micic. Still nobody on 3 yet for Serbia, nor for Germany. Schroeder a long way so far from the kind of performance that saw him score 25 points on Friday against Georgia. 2 of 7 from the field here and 4 of 5 from the line now. He is up to 9 points. Micic to Todorovic. Milosavljevic hung high towards Marjanovic. One-on-one with Voigtman, help defense comes across, he kicks it back out to the perimeter. They'll work with the full extent of the shot clock. Todorovic has to take it on here. He paused, he waited, he showed his composure, but he missed the shot. Using not just every second, but every split second. Stop and pop three in transition off the mark from Schroeder. Micic. Marjanovic maybe looking to run interference on the perimeter. Todorovic. Marjanovic creating havoc, creating space, not able to reach the lobs pass inside though. Schroeder ran into a wall formed by Marjanovic, and Micic kicks it back out though after drawing that double team. Voigtman back to Schroeder. Benzing to the corner, Tada for three, got it. Two big three-pointers in this one for Carsten Tada. Micic. Micic lining up a three off the mark. And Serbia still looking for their first points of the second half. It's a near 2-minute drought for them at the start of the third quarter. It's allowed Germany to close the gap from 6 down to 1. Marjanovic over the top of Voigtman, drops another. 5 of 5 from the field for 13 points. Serbia by 3, just about holding Germany at bay. Tada, lane opens up for him to attack, and he switches onto the left hand but can't finish as Marjanovic knocks it away from the rim. Golden opportunity goes begging for Germany. Close out late allows Milosavljevic to attack and to draw the contact. The second foul on Germany in the quarter.
Personal foul, number 24, Maximilian Kleber. Two shots, last ball, Milosavljevic.
Second foul on Maximilian Kleber. It sends Dragan Milosavljevic to the line. 6.4 points per game in the EuroLeague with Unicaja Malaga this season. And then a very impressive qualifying campaign debut on Friday. He was 7 of 14 from the field, en route to his 15 points, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Milosavljevic only 1 of 4 from the field tonight, but is now 2 of 2 from the line, has 5 points. Quick play down the floor, and what a stuff from Maximilian Kleber. Germany passing to slice Serbia to bits. A chance of a three-point play for Kleber, who almost got clobbered by Marjanovic. Kleber up to 8 points, a quiet 8 points for the Dallas Mavericks player, at least until that moment. Micic. There's contact over on the far side, a foul on Benzing.
Personal foul, number 12.
And in the second personal on Robin Benzing. 3 on Germany here in the third though, and we've not played 3 minutes of it yet. Micic, 7 assists in the first half, looking to dish another one here as Milosavljevic knocks down the 3. 2 of 3 from the outside. Milosavljevic, 8 points now in the game. Schroeder on the burst to the basket, kicks it to the corner. 3-point shot to try and retaliate for Germany, off the mark from Tada, who has previously hit 2 from the corner. Todorovic. Marjanovic trying to get in, well read by Voigtman though. Schroeder to Benzing. And that was well read as well by Milosavljevic. A stray, risky pass though. As Germany commit a cheap turnover. Marjanovic against Voigtmann. Shoots one-handed over the top of him. Unstoppable. Boban Marjanovic here this evening. "13 points. In fact, make it 15 now off 6 of 6 shooting. Serbia leading by 7. Micic bursts to the baseline. Lovely pass over to the far side. Three-pointer wouldn't go. Marjanovic underneath it. Schroeder grabs it though.
Personal foul, number 51, Boban Marjanovic.
Danilo Bartel comes in for Johannes Voigtmann. Voigtmann struggling to have the kind of impact we know he can have. Just 1 of 4 from the field for just 2 points in 14 minutes. Schroeder. He's fouled by Jelavic. Second foul on the number 6.
Number 6, Stefan Jonas.
11.7 rebounds for him. Marjanovic has 15.7 rebounds as he goes to the bench, and in comes Milutinov. Bartel. Germany down by 7. Schroeder. Schroeder bursting to the baseline and finishing over the top of Milutinov. Germany's big player stepping up with a big play, only his 3rd field goal from 9 attempts. Milutinov kicks it back out. He'll put it on the floor, Micic, and find the pass inside, which Jelavic squeezes in. He'll get the and one opportunity as well. Foul on Maximilian Kleber. Serbia by 8 off the three-point play of Jelavic, who now has 14. Tada. Halfway down and out again for Schroeder. Just a reminder, if you are joining us late, it's not just about the win here, but about Serbia trying to top the group. A win of 6 points or more would see them do that. Micic has finally got his first point. It's a shame to talk about his shooting numbers when he's dished 9 assists already, but he has missed all 7 of his field goal attempts. He's only 1 of 4 from the line as well. Serbia by 9, 4.5 to play in the third. Tada. Stretching to reel it in is Bartel. Shot clock winding down to the final few seconds. There's the hook from Bartel, right on the money. Only the second field goal for Danilo Bartel. He just opened up for the wide open 3. Germany will come in transition now quickly down the floor with Tada. Bartel onto Schroeder. Then looking to run some interference as Schroeder shoots the 3 and throws up an air ball. It's not been his night. 3 of 11 from the field. Here's the Atlanta Hawks man. 7 points the gap. Micic. Still hasn't hit a field goal. He's 0 of 9. Benzing. Schroeder. Right hand, dribble drive, burst to the basket, scores. Still full of confidence, still full of persistence despite his troubles from the floor. Jelovac, Milutinov, Micic. Shot clock down to 5, still time. Jelovac will take on the 3, in and out. Giffey saves it on the baseline. Schroeder. Pulls up from the elbow, short. And there's the long pass out. Caught underneath was Todorovic, and he stepped on the baseline to turn it over. Now the bench, the player, and this whole arena just about are convinced that that shouldn't have been. Did I forget the coach, Sasha Djordjevic, in the face of the official. It looks like he may have been penalised with a technical. And that will further infuriate this arena in Novi Sad. A timeout call with Serbia leading by 5, 54-49.
Hey, 55, wir haben jetzt sowieso Robin hinten ist, ja? 55 eine. Du machst es. Robin, du bist hier. Easy. Cut über Danilo, ja? Danilo Block stellen. Robin ist draußen, okay? Alles klar? Ey, wir haben jetzt gerade die Möglichkeit, das Ding zu drehen. Wir brauchen Energie jetzt, Dennis. Du brauchst eine Minute noch. Eine Minute. Ja? Gib mir die Energie, da musst du noch runter. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Very little to separate these two in whatever category you look at. Serbia with that slight edge we've just seen in points from the bench, slight edge in points in the paint, slight edge in most categories, including the one that really matters, the overall scoreline. That's the play they're not happy with, or the call they're not happy with. Germany a chance to make it a one-possession ball game. Trailing by 5. Dennis Schroeder, the 24-year-old on the ball. Bartle rolling inside, creates the space for Benzing on the perimeter, and he gets fouled by Penner. The second foul on Penno, but both teams are at the foul limit for the third quarter. Benzing with 8 points, but 5 of them came right near the start. The first 5 points, in fact, that Germany scored. He's 3 of 3 from the line. The next one will take him to double figures. Germany back within 3. Benzing joins Schroeder in double digits for Germany. Todorovic. Nice hesitation, they move it around the perimeter. Micic knocks one down. In fact, Milisavljevic, I beg your pardon, he's up to double digits. Schroeder, left hand burst to the basket. Oh, what a big block. Milutinov taking off to defend his rim. Swats it away. Now can Serbia convert on the offensive end with Milisavljevic. Penno into Milutinov, who's getting fouled. Had a big mismatch against Giffey. Schroeder shut down on his route to the rim. And Milutinov, off that big defensive play, helps to earn his team a trip to the foul line. A trip that he will be looking to take full advantage of. He's not missed a shot yet from any distance. 4 of 4 from the field, 4 of 4 from the stripe. Akpinar to Zaibu. Bartel, Zaibu, almost picked off by Penno and eventually turned over by Germany. Suffocating defense from Serbia. Every time Germany get close in this one, Serbia turn up the intensity. They have led for the entirety, but never by more than 10 points. Todorovic goes around the screen, pulls up for the three, it's in, out, and back in again. Milutinov with the tip. 14 points off perfect shooting. Serbia up by 9. Final minute of the third. Akpinar comes out to take the ball off Bartel, then uses his body as a shield. Back into Bartel, who tries to put it in off the backboard and eventually does, despite the best efforts of Milutinov. Penno, the 20-year-old Alba Berlin player, driving forward against a number of players that he will play against, and in fact even play with, in the German Bundesliga. One of them is Zaibu, who he draws a third foul from. Zaibu and Giffey, both the Alba Berlin teammates of Penno, on the floor right now for Germany. .36 seconds to play in the third. Serbia by 7. Penno misses the first. Misses them both. Offensive rebound, recovered though by Milutinov. Back to Penno as he balances on the baseline. Then comes out to set the screen. Penno twisting, turning, putting all the moves on the German defense, but to no avail. It is still going to be Serbia ball. 7-second differential between shot and game clock at the end of the third quarter. Penno to inbound. Simonovic gives it him back. They'll try and leave Germany with as little time as possible to respond. High lob towards Milutinov, batted away to Giffey. Germany with 5 more seconds, move it on, open three for Benzing, got it, big German blow to the chin of the 3-time European champions at the end of the third. They've closed the gap to 4 as we head into the fourth. Robin Benzing coming up big right before the buzzer. He stretches his tally to 13, he closes the gap to 4. Serbia 60, Germany 56 at the end of 3. Never miss a game indeed, and you will not want to miss the final quarter of this one, that's for sure. Serbia by 4 over Germany. The better percentage on the inside for the host, the better percentage on the outside for the visitors. Germany ever so slightly closing what was a 6-point half-time gap down to 4 by winning that third quarter. Lovely passing down the floor to beat the press and to provide a big finish for Maximilian Kleber that time. Marjanovic has continued his dominance inside from the first half, so too Nikola Milutinov. The two big centres combining for 29 of Serbia's 60. Schroeder, despite a difficult night, has continued to try and score. Along with Robin Benzing, he's leading the way for the Germans with 13. These fans still on the edge of their seats. So much to be enjoyed in Novi Sad here this evening. It's a match between two of Europe's big hitters. It looks to be going all the way to the finish. Serbia not just looking to win, to tie Germany's record of 5-1 going into the next stage of qualification, but also looking to win by 6 points or more to have the big psychological boost of winning the group ahead of the Germans. The main target, of course, though, is just the W, with these records continuing through to the second stage of qualification. I believe it's 60-56 to Serbia at the moment, rather than the score at the bottom. First shot of the fourth over the top of the hoop. Still German possession with Benzing to inbound to Giffey, who takes the quick 2. And now a chance for Peno to burst forward. Milosavljevic calling for the ball, knocked away on the far side though.
Personal foul number 18, Ismet Akpinar.
Foul called on Akpinar. Peno. Simonovic hands it off on the perimeter. Mitsic bypasses the big men in the centre, goes to the far side. They move it around the perimeter. Beautiful inside-outside game for Serbia. They missed the open 3 though. Akpinar across to Benzing. Akpinar once more. Zerbes setting the high screen. Akpinar pulls up for the 3 and drains it. It's only a 2. Germany are back within 2. Serbia should have 60 points on that graphic you're seeing. Peno bumping into Giffey and his own teammate Milutinov. The score as I make it is Serbia 60, Germany 58. A one-possession ball game with 9 minutes to play. Top spot in the group on the line, so too a valuable win to carry through to the next stage of qualification for the 2019 FIBA World Cup. Mitsic, 9 assists so far, 7 of those coming in the first half. There's the perfect way to hit double figures as he hangs one up for the big alley-oop finish from Milutinov. Zerbes firing it into Voigtman, or to Zybo rather, and Akpinar fouled on this near side of the floor. 62-58 is the score. We're still not seeing the right score on our picture. Serbia by 4 with 8.5 to play. Milutinov, by the way, is 6 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 from the line for his 16 points, as Zybo does a bit of window shopping, hangs one in off the glass. It's now a 2-point game, 62-60. Peno trying to drive at Zybo, and that will force the number 1 into his 4th foul. He becomes the first player in the game to hit 4. Germany pick up their third of the fourth quarter already, and we've only played a minute 50 of it. Pano into Milutinov. Coming out to take the ball off him is Mitsic. Milutinov creating room for the playmaker. Simonovic lines up a three, contested by his opposite number. That's the correct score we're seeing now, 62-60. Schroeder out to Kleber for a German lead. The first time all night they've had the edge as they finally complete their comeback from 10 down. Germany up by 1. Force Serbia into calling the timeout with 8 minutes to play. Kleber, who's flown under the radar for his 11 points.
Samopouzdanjem. Diži se, sam si diži se, ući će, mora da uđe, okej. Ej, ne zavisi nama od napada kako ćete se pobijeti u obrani. Ovo je lagano što za mene. Mnogo lagano. Ako smo rekli da je ovdje jedan, ovdje, paso, na taj pas, to ideš ti, ali ideš agresivno. Izlaziš i igramo agresivno, 1 na 1. Ne može noge na zemlje se šutne. Okej, dva strana, Boban. I čitajte, hoću lopta dole. Znači izašao, tako je. Izašao si, lopta dole, čitaj, okej, sa ove strane. Ostani široko, ajmo.
Daleko ste od igrača u obrani, imamo samo jedan penal, daleko stojite od igrača.
Germany's outside shooting helping them turn this contest in their favour for the first time. They're 10 of 21 from downtown. Maximilian Kleber is 2 of 3, 4 of 5 from the field altogether. He becomes the third German into double figures. Mitsic. Marjanovic. Wanting to back in against Serbes. Help defense comes across. He finds a beautiful pass out of the double team. And Simonovic, smoking hot, rocks the rim. Serbia back ahead. Schroeder. Kleber will take on another three and hits again. 2 big-time threes in the fourth for the Dallas Mavericks man. Germany ahead by 2. Kleber now the leading scorer for Germany. Marjanovic up against Serbes once more, this time one-on-one, shoots over the top of him, oh boy, big time Boban at it again. 66-66, 17 points for Marjanovic, nothing to separate these two. Schroeder stops and pops for the long-range 2, misses Serbes the offensive rebound though. Up against Marjanovic, trying to get some payback, and does with the hook shot over the top of the 2 meters 22 centre. What a finish we're set up for here in Novi Sad. Marjanovic going across to the far side, the 3-point shot falls short, and Serbes reels in the rebound. Schroeder, forced away by Todorovic. Serbes helping him out, creates some room. Schroeder off the mark, does get fouled though and will go to the line. Only 4 of 15 from the field, Dennis Schroeder. But his fellow NBA player Maximilian Kleber is the man who's stepped up in the fourth quarter for Germany. Kleber's 14 points coming off 5 of 6 shooting, including 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Schroeder will go to the line for 2 big foul shots. He's 4 of 4, 4 of 5 in fact from the stripe so far. Germany didn't have a single lead in this game until 3 minutes or so into this fourth quarter. They're up by 4 as they look to keep their perfect record going in the World Cup qualifiers. Mitsic. Simonovic. Fed into Marjanovic again. Up against Zerbes once more. Turns around and just puts it in. It's like he's playing with a tennis ball. 19 for Marjanovic. Kleber onto the corner. 3-point shot. Akpinar drains it. Germany's outside shooting continues to take down Serbia's inside game. 5 points the German lead now. Mitsic, he thinks about a 3 from the high post, too long. Tada the rebound. Schroeder looking to work with Zerbes here. He moves inside, Schroeder floats one up, misses again. Serbia looking to make it a one-possession ball game once more, just over the midway point of the 4th quarter. Milosavljevic, pirouette, edge of the paint, didn't get his angles right. Marjanovic has got everything right tonight. 21 for Boban, perfect from the field, 9 of 9, as he stuffs down another off the big offensive rebound. Being pulled, being wrestled, being hit, there is just no way to stop this monster Marjanovic. He misses the and 1, but Serbia are back within 3 across the midway point of the 4th. And the free throw percentage letting them down slightly. Schroeder, Marjanovic in the way. Schroeder's path through the paint blocked off again. It opens up on the perimeter for the 3. They get another offensive rebound. Wide open in the corner, making no mistake, Dejan Todorovic. Serbian fans on their feet. 73-73. What a game. 4 minutes and change remaining. You can't take your eyes off it. Zerbes, long range 2, gives Germany another lead. Pano. They'll raise the decibels in Novi Sad. Into Marjanovic, turns to face the rim and this time has to earn them from the stripe. 21 points, 9 rebounds for the big man. A couple of assists as well. Perfect from the field, but only 3 of 5 from the stripe so far, and he's there for another 2 attempts now. How do you deal with it? Listen to this reaction from such a passionate crowd in such a basketball-mad country. Watching one of their superstars perhaps take down an unbeaten streak in these qualifiers. 22 points for Marjanovic. Serbia still trail though. Schroeder. It's too tight to call. Schroeder on the far side, thought about the 3, instead gives it to Tada, who kicks it to the corner. Akpinar, too long. Rebound pulled down by Jelovac. Final 3 minutes and change now. Serbia looking for the go-ahead basket. Looking for the 8th lead change of the 4th quarter. And there's a foul. Third foul on Benzik. And Germany are at the foul limit already with 3 minutes and 2 seconds remaining, so every foul from their defense Sends the Serbian offensive player to the foul line. Jelavic has been a big performer as well. 15 points for him now, as well as 9 rebounds. Milutinov, the other big man, has 16 points off perfect shooting from the field and from the line. Germany have combated that inside presence that they haven't been able to stop with their outside shooting. They're 12 of 24 from deep. Trailing by 1 though now. Schroeder. Looking left and right, finds Zerbes, who hands it back to Schroeder, then looks to create a bit of room for him. Hung high to Zerbes, who couldn't finish. It looked like the perfect connection for Germany. Zerbes couldn't do the job, and Serbia punish him down the other end of the floor. Jelavic again. 19 for him now. Serbia by 4. Less than 2.5 minutes to play. Schroeder turns it over. Here they come. Todorovic waits for the cavalry to arrive. Germany getting back well in transition. Todorovic trying to bulldoze his way through. And the scintillating Serbs looking to slay the streak. Germany's perfect record hanging by a thread. Serbia by 6 with 2 minutes to play. Todorovic just found a way through. And as Germany call the timeout, now they have to find a way to come back. 81-75 Serbia.
Hot motion. Hot motion. Für Robin. Okay. Carsten muss weg, ja? Du bist oben. Alles ist gut. Hey. 6 Punkte. Keine Chance. Let's go. We got this game, man. Wir haben das noch. Komm wieder rein. Weiter so. Weiter so. Weiter.
What a little taster to whet the appetite for the 2019 FIBA World Cup. This has been a real blockbuster from start to finish. Between Serbia, 4th in the world in the FIBA rankings, and Germany, one of the undefeated teams in these qualifiers, punished for not connecting with that alley-oop pass efficiently. Mike Zerbes with the 3 down the other end of the floor from Jelavic, who's drilled 3 of 4 from deep en route to 19 points. They are just checking whether that was a 3 or a 2. He may well have had a toe on the line, Jelavic. This might give us a better indication. Still tough to decide. It's a 6-point lead for Serbia as it stands, which is not just enough for the win, but also enough to win the group. It may well become a 5-point lead. If they change this 3 to a 2, they're having a good long look at it. And you have to in such a tight game. You be the judge. If anything, the angles we're seeing are not quite conclusive. We come back off the timeout with a little over 2 minutes to play. I'm not sure they've changed the score. 81-75 it should be. A 6-point Serbian lead. Schroeder to Benzing. Benzing getting around Marjanovic, attacking strong and getting hit by Todorovic. I'm still seeing 81-75. A chance to close that to 4 points for Germany. Robin Benzing at the line on 13 points so far. He's perfect from the stripe. He misses that one though. Offensive rebound brought down by Kleber. Germany back within 5 and a chance to make it a one-possession game again. Schroeder trying to go all the way through himself, finds Kleber in the corner. Long-range 3 falls short. And a shot clock violation against the Germans. Still plenty of time for them to turn this around, but so difficult against such a talented Serbian side. 90 seconds to play. Still a 2-possession game. Serbia looking to add to their 5-point lead here. Trying to get his way inside again. Aggressively is Todorovic, forced away by Benzing. Shot clock down to the final 3 seconds. He shoots over the top of him. Trying to tip it to Marjanovic here was Jelavac. And a foul. The big men doing the business inside again. Jelavac at 2 meters 8, 6'10", is the smallest of those 3 big men for Serbia. They have used their length and their physicality as such a huge advantage in the paint here this evening. Shooting 61% from 2-point range, grabbing 12 offensive rebounds as well. 1 minute and 7 seconds remaining. Both teams at the foul limit here in the 4th quarter. Serbia leading by 5 points, 81-76. Schroeder now 7 of 8 from the foul line. 5 assists and a steal for him, but his 16 points have come off 4 of 17 shooting from the field. He misses that second one. The referee, with a blow of the whistle, will bail him out. He gets that one. There's another whistle and an unsportsmanlike foul called on Stefan Jelavac on the free throw attempt. Jelavac called for the unsportsmanlike of Dennis Schroeder's made foul shot. An elbow, a left elbow, clearly thrown to the chin of Kleber, right under the nose of the officials. And that means foul shots plus possession of the basketball for Germany, who were down by just 5 points only a second or so ago in game time. Now they're back within 1 and they have the ball to inbound to try and take the lead with 67 seconds to play. Schroeder, as we enter the final minute. What an absorbing contest between these two. Zerbes! One-hand jam over the top of Marjanovic. A sensational 6 set in the German sights. Zerbes over the top of the monster with the monster jam. Germany lead with less than a minute to play. Not very often Marjanovic will find himself on the other side of a poster dunk.
Beži. Hej! Na Stevana. Na Stevana. Beži ispod. Beži ispod. Hej! Hej! Lopta dole. Beži ispod. Odigraj. Idemo dalje falo. Nemaš ništa. Izvuci je. 1 na 1.
Ko igra 1-1?
1 na 1. Sa Bobanom. Ne 1 na 1. Sa Bobanom. Ovo. Može i Ken Dog. Napadaj. U bonusu.
Znači igra, ej.
U bonusu.
Ćemo jedan dole.
Dole si. Jedan dole si.
Mike Zerbez, the Bayern Munich man, forcing his old club boss, Sasha Djordjevic, into calling a Serbian timeout. More than making amends for a missed alley-oop finish a little earlier on at a vital moment for Germany. They lead by 1, 82-81 now, having come from 5 down in a matter of seconds. Serbia off the back of the timeout will look to take the lead once again. Marjanovic rolling into the centre, high pass towards him, and he's rejected by Kleber. Kleber slams the defensive door in the face of the monster. Schroeder pulls up for the long two, and now's the time to start hitting. He's struggled tonight, but he's up to 19 points. Only his 5th field goal conversion on 18 attempts. Here's Mitsic to try and answer back. Wide of the basket. Wanted the foul on the 3-point attempt. Germany by 3. And time is on their side as Schroeder gets fouled. Only 12.8 seconds to play. Germany look like they're going to come through this one on the road in Serbia. What a statement that will send out to the rest of world basketball. This young, emerging German team taking on everybody and beating everybody. Dennis Schroeder at the strike to edge them step by step, point by point, closer towards the finish line. He's already made sure it's going to be a 2-possession ball game with 12.8 seconds remaining. Schroeder has struggled from the field, but he's been near perfect from the line. Serbia called the timeout. Now trailing by 5 points with the clock very much against them.
Preuzet će sve. Slušaj me. Todor izbacuje. Sve će preuzeti. Sve će. Vaso. Za Jelovcu. Prošli ste. Idemo. Ovo. Pakaze. Za Jelovca, bit će ovdje Ken Dog, moraš Ken Dog da se digneš odmah za 3 poena. Preuzet ću, Vaso primit ćeš loptu, preuzet ću, u ležnom blokadi, Jelovac dole, Simo, prošao si, ovo je otišao, beži u korner, tražimo 3 poena brza, ovo posle toga je faul, je li imao timeout, tražit će timeout, bez obzira, ajmo, ajde damo, ajde.
This is a game that's had a bit of everything. An absolute roller coaster ride of a 4th quarter which has seen no fewer than 9 lead changes after Serbia led for the entirety of the first 3. Germany never let them get away though. Clawed it back and now lead by 5. Serbia in desperate need of the quick score, take on the contested 3. Off the mark, Benzing the big rebound. And a foul with 5.6 to play. Despite the huge 22 points, 11 rebounds showing from Boban Marjanovic, who leads 4 Serbians in double figures, it looks as though Sasha Djordjevic's team, as one of those key players, Jelovac, fouls out, are going to suffer what could be a bruising and damaging defeat to fall to 4-2 at the end of the first stage of qualifiers. Germany in the driver's seat for a place at the 2019 FIBA World Cup. Less than 6 seconds away from moving to 6-0. A massive matchup and a massive performance from a German side that fell down by 10 early. They fell down by 7 with the first 7 points of the game, but boy have they rallied. Milutinov with one final shot falls short, and the German juggernaut continues to plough past everything in its path to China. They finish on top of the group. They finish with a 100% record. They take on the 3-time European champions, 2-time world champions Serbia on their own soil in Novi Sad, and they come out on top by 7 points, 88-81. This was the perfect sneak peek towards next year's FIBA World Cup in China. It had a bit of everything. It had quality, tenacity, heart, character, desire, and diligence. It had highlight reel plays. It had huge stuffs, monster blocks, three-point shooting of the highest order, playmaking of the highest order as Vasilija Micic's 10 assists come on the losing side. And the double-double for Boban Marjanovic of 22 points, 11 rebounds comes on the losing side. Serbia dominant from two-point range. Germany, though, a three-point shooting show of the highest order. 12 of 25 from deep. Win the game despite losing the battle on the boards. And despite that huge inside presence that Serbia had from start to finish. Serbia one more turnover. Significantly, a game that might well have been lost for them from the foul line as well. They were just 65%, made 20 of their 31. Germany made 20 of their 22 for 91% from the stripe. Schroeder led the way with 21 points. For them, only 5 of 18 from the field, but 10 of 11 from the line, 6 assists, 4 rebounds as well. He led 3 in double figures as Maximilian Kleber and Robin Benzing each had 16. And between those 3 leading scorers for Germany, they took 20 free throw attempts and missed just 2. Schroeder persistent until the end to finish with 21. Came up with some big plays down the stretch, having struggled to that point. Kleber with some huge plays in the fourth as well. He was 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from the foul line for a very efficient 16 points, 7 rebounds. And Robin Benzing, 3 of 6 from the field, all of them coming from downtown for his 16 points, 3 assists, 3 boards and a steal. Aside from those 3 in double figures, they had 8 from Akpinar and 7 from Bartel. Serbia with the 22 points for Marjanovic to lead 4 players in double figures. Stefan Jelavic fouled out close to a double-double with 19 points, 9 rebounds. Nikola Milutinov had 16 points off near-perfect shooting, 6 of 7 from the field, 4 of 4 from the foul line, and Dragan Milosavljevic had 10 points. Although they came from 9 field goal attempts. It's been an absolute pleasure having your company for this box office battle in the 2019 FIBA World Cup qualifiers.